Hey everyone, it's Kevin with Happy Acres. February 1st, had a pretty long cold winter. We had -8 degrees the other day, and we decided today's in the mid-40s, first day available. Run out and take a look at some of our hives at the orchard, see how they're doing, make sure they're good and strong. And here we go, we got a bunch of them doing orientation flights this morning. Come around here, we got some good strong populations outside the hive. That's what we like to see. They're active, they're starting to do cleansing flights. You've got a few dead bees on the front. That's good. Look on the ground, you can usually find some more. So we're gonna open some of these up. They're still really heavy. We've got a whole bucket full of sugar bricks. Let's pop the lid real quick and just see what they're doing. Kind of exciting. We haven't looked at these for about a month. So they've got some burr comb built, no big deal. We got some clusters, very little sugar food left. That's good. That means that we caught it just in time, but they're good and strong and healthy. And they are maintaining the amount of brood that they need. And those, you got bees in there, good amount of sugar, that's good. We did a pretty good job getting them built up for wintertime. So we'll go to these next. You can see we use ratchet straps. You can use blocks on top of it. We like straps so just to make sure every time a windstorm comes through, we don't have to run around. We've got 7 apiaries. I don't want to spend my nice mornings that I can't be in the store running around checking things. So just take some stress off it. Now before I go ahead, as soon as I unstrap it, you lift the back of the hive. You get a real good idea of the weight of it, if it needs more stuff or not. Now these feel like they just went into fall. They are super heavy, which is a reason why, see, they just haven't touched the food. They've got some in there, nice little cluster on top. We'll give them a brick anyway, just to make sure they have enough food. Top on this one is a unusual hive. They're a little feisty, but no big deal. We'll still give them a sugar brick. Now this one is one of our nuke hives. It's a medium, a deep, and a medium. So we'll be able to get medium nukes out of that, along with our other 2 hives here. See, all mediums. They make great nuke productions. We've got some people that like those shorter nukes, and it just works out good for them. This hive here, you can tell it's a set of mediums, but that doesn't matter. 3 mediums equal the same as 2 deeps. Now these lift the back of the hive just like you do going into fall. Get a real good idea. This thing feels like it's full of bricks. It is as heavy now as it was going into wintertime. So when I checked, we had this sugar brick here, a little bit of sugar here, and a cluster. Now we went ahead and added another brick because this is February 1st, and we've had some really cold spells, and we've got some really cold spells on the horizon. I want to make sure that they stay heavy. Now this one, also 3 mediums. When I took the lid off of that one, the bees were already up underneath this. We have a piece of foam, 1 inch. It's silver on one side, so it's insulated. It goes down over top. But these girls, they're not as heavy when you lift the back of the box, and I figured out why. Oh goodness, come on girls. They built comb. They built a lot of comb. What are you doing, girls? But they've still got sugar bricks. Look at that. That's fine. I'm gonna tap these off. And then I didn't bring a smoker. I like smoking them in the winter. I put gloves on because they're a little feisty. So let's knock these off real quick. Bees everywhere. So we're gonna take this comb, that chunk of comb off. It leaves a flat spot, and then we can set a new sugar brick on there. What an incredible amount of bees. This is great. There was no brood or anything in the comb. Had a couple small pieces of burr comb that we took out. No nectar in it. That's a great sign. If there was nectar, they've got a better chance of brooding up. We're in Southwest Ohio, way too early for them to be brooding up is what the term is. Not to be confused with them having small patches of brood. Now, this works just like an inner cover. When you have an inner cover, you find a corner, see there's no bees, you would find a corner there, and then you would just gently rock down. We're going to do the same thing here. You don't have to blow on the bees, brush them, smoke them. You set a corner down, and then you just slowly start moving it around, give the bees a little bit of pressure, and they will gently move out of the way. Now if you just did it real quick, you're going to smash a lot of bees. But if you do it real slow, you can wiggle it, you can move it up and down, but once those bees feel that pressure, they will slowly move out of the way for you. So we'll gently wiggle it. This many bees in the winter, take your time. We chose a nice warm day for this. If you do this and it's really cold out, then usually the bees are very lethargic and they're a lot easier to work with. It's just, this is just the day that I had. So there we go, and free and clear. So if you, just like a bee right here, you gently touch her, see what'd she do? She moved. She didn't just stay there and get squished. And that's how your equipment goes. When you're moving frames together in the summer, putting your inner cover on, something like this, setting another box down, just take your time. Are they happy? Well, some of them aren't. See those butts sticking up? That's a red flag. I don't smell anything here. Sometimes you can smell their pheromone, the bananas, but look at the rest of them. They're just going about their business. Like, hey, someone ripped the roof off our house, but we got used to it. We'll get back to it. And they're already crawling on top of this. This should be gone probably in a month, based off of the weight of their hive. And last year, mid-March, we took supers and supered all of our hives. A little early. I'll scrape that burr comb off on there. That's just a sign that you've got a good, strong, healthy hive if they built that burr comb in this feeding shim. Doesn't matter when they built it. Sometimes they would have built it in the fall. They still had some of those young bees hatching out, and they had a little extra reserves. But after you get out of fall, it's rare to see white comb. You can see how this is darker. It's older. They've walked on it a lot. You know, I love the term that one gentleman had with, why does wax get dirty or get brown? Because bees have dirty feet. All the walking around on the comb, propolis, it stains all that beautiful white comb and makes it very dark. Here's two examples. This is from another hive. See the color of the difference? Big difference. Now this might have been some comb that they just didn't walk on as much, but usually once we enter winter, they stop drawing burr comb, and that way when we came back and we can scrape it off, we'll check sugar bricks again. We shouldn't have to worry about more burr comb. Today is February 4th. 3 days ago, we had these hives open, putting the feeding blocks on them. We knew this storm was coming, but we don't know what's coming for the next month. So that's why we want to make sure they're well fed, they have plenty of reserves, and they can stay warm on these cold nights. Tonight, it's supposed to get down to -15. I don't know what wind chill is going to be. We'll see tomorrow, but we'll find out. If you got any questions, you can leave it in the comments. We try our best, but we're so busy working with the bees in the store that it keeps us pretty busy. Thanks everyone. Take care.